Good morning. Happy Memorial Day. It is a rainy day here in Denver, just like it was yesterday, so no barbecuing for me. I am wondering how you're going to celebrate and commemorate all the amazing men and women that have served our country. I always even feel funny saying Happy Memorial Day because it really is quite a solemn day when you think about that. And, it's just really how can we honor all those lives and all those people that, just put themselves out there, for our freedom. So I'm just wondering how you're going to do that today. And today is the last day of Mindfulness May. Hi, Betsy. I'm so glad you were able to figure out the body dynamics thing. Curious as to, which program you like the best. Good morning, Darusha. Happy to see you ladies here. I was wondering, because it's Memorial Day, if anybody was going to be with me. So very glad to have you here. Being it's the last day of Mindfulness May, I do want to start again with just some nice breathing exercises, okay, so to start getting present with our bodies and connecting that mind, body, spirit. So first we're just going to take a big inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, fill those lungs, and exhale down. And last time here, inhale up and exhale down. Okay, now before we launch into our lower body workout, I'm going to take you through some just nice, easy drills sitting here. So first we're just going to go into our toe lifts and our heel lifts. Good morning, Ginny. How are you doing today? Lift and lift. I have to tell you this weekend, at least Friday and Saturday, were really pleasant here, especially Friday. And I was able to actually socialize with some friends and go to a rooftop patio in Cherry Creek, and it was just so delightful. And then Saturday went to this bizarre art market at the Clayton Hotel in Cherry Creek, and again, just felt so good to be out and about with no mask and, on a beautiful spring day and socializing as we approach summer. Anyway, I hope that you're having a terrific weekend and that you were able to get outside and, do some fun things, whatever that might be for you, just really active. I got to get some air in my bike tires because it's completely flat. I gotta haul that thing out. Okay, so we're just gonna do a couple more of these and then release. Okay, now we're just going to sit at the edge of the chair and we're just gonna start a gentle march, okay? You are sitting up nice and tall, your chest is lifted, and we're just starting to warm up those hip flexors. And you are not holding your breath here, so you're breathing normally and just starting to get the blood circulating into those muscles and joints. Now you can keep going like this, or if you prefer to fully lift the arm to further open up the upper body, that's great. But you just do what feels good for you as we get warmed up and launch into the lower body workout today. Is that Mary Ellen? Hi. Are you going to do the workout with me today, or are you just kind of observing? Do you have your board yet? I sure hope so. Let's get 4 and reach, 3 and breathe, 2 and 1. Good. Now relax for a second and we're going to do an alternating core crunch. Okay, so you're going to bring your arms up exhale down. So just think about pulling the lower abdominals in, but you're not rounding your back, okay? That's the key. You're staying upright and just really focusing in on those abdominals. Exhale. You got that? It's a little move, really, but super effective to warm up the core. But you're listening to your low back. I know we all can hold a lot of stiffness and tightness in our low backs. I mean, it's definitely my number one limitation, for sure. And one more on each side here. Good, now we're gonna do a low back release, okay? So now you are gonna round your back and then open. Now when you round your back, come up on the balls of those feet. And I also want you to think about when you stretch those arms, we're really warming up those biceps too. It should feel really nice on the low back. And just a nice, easy flow here with your breath. Just lift that chest, look up at the ceiling. And let's just get 4 more, okay? Here's 2 and 3. And last one here. And then relax. You should have seen Barney yesterday. I think I'm gonna have to post a photo, okay? I got his raincoat on and his booties and oh my gosh, it was hysterical. I'm gonna post a picture because you'll get a good laugh out of it. Okay, now we are gonna do the squat and sit to further warm up that lower body. So you can use your hands and put them on your thighs to press you up if you like, but make sure you're stable before you go ahead and stand up. And you can also use your arms in front to counterbalance. Just make sure that that chair doesn't slide out from underneath you, okay? Just use the strength of those thighs to lift your body up. And when you do come up, also think about pushing the weight into your feet. I mean, how many times are we getting out of a car? You know, or just other functional moves where we really need the strength of those quadriceps. That's why working with the board is so great, because we are constantly strengthening not only those muscles, but we're stabilizing the joints, right? This is all about balance and agility, mobility, and joint and bone health, right? So we're focusing in. And I also am thinking about just tightening my glutes a little bit at the top, but keeping that straight spine. And you can slow this way down if you need to, okay? And let's just do 2 more here. And then we are gonna stand and hold up, okay? So now look, we're gonna go into the foot activator, so I do want you to turn the board around. I should have told you that at the beginning. But you know, remember now, when you turn it around, you're bending here, okay? You're being very strategic with your alignment. And I'll give you a second to do that before we go into warming up those ankles. Okay. Barney, are you ready? Okay, hopefully you you got that board turned around. I think Vicki popped in. If so, hi Vicki, how are you doing? Are you gonna do it now or later? So we're gonna get that board centered. We're gonna step up with the right foot on the ball of that foot. And I first just want you to press into that activator ball. And I want you to start really feeling the sensations right in the ball of that foot. Keep that standing leg bent. And then just start your nice slow rotations. And just working every aspect of that foot. So I'm really pressing into the outside, into the inside. If you have any kind of foot issues, this is so helpful. And it doesn't matter how sloppy it can get, because believe me, mine can get very sloppy. If it does, you just reset, okay? You just reset, and then you start again. Very intentional, okay? This is about Mindfulness May, so we're very intentional about every move that we make. We're really in tune with our body. Right? Okay, let's just do 2 more on this side. And then step down. Stabilize first. Press that left ball of the foot into that activator ball. Bend the standing leg. And start your nice rotations. I'm also hoping that you have the proper shoes on. We always talk about that, but it is super important to have supportive shoes, right? That accommodate whatever situation you've got going on. I've got a wide toe box. I've got really high arches. I've got neuromas. So when I went to, there's a store here called, oh, it's either the Boulder Running Company or Smart Feet, I forget, where they really do some tests on you first. And they take all the necessary measurements so you're really fitted with the proper shoe. If you haven't done that, I really highly recommend it, you know? We can't take our feet for granted anymore. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just do 2 more of these. And then release. And then open your feet a little bit. And what we're gonna do is start warming up the backs of our legs now. So first we're just gonna go into those hamstring curls, keeping the knees soft. And you exhale as you curl that leg. For 4 more, and then we're gonna do some repeaters. So here we go, it's 3, and 4, now hold to the side, repeat, curl and tap. Keep that leg behind you, keep the board center, and keep that standing leg bent. Exhale as you curl, 4, 3, 2, now hold it at the top, set it down, and switch, repeat. You got that? Hold it at the top, release, and now alternate again. Using your breath, relax your shoulders. We're going to do 4 more. 1, and 2, and 3. Here's 4. Now let's go into those repeaters. Here's 2 more times. Hold it at the top. Release and switch. Tap, curl. Two more times here. Hold it at the top. Now alternating again. Last time alternating. Keep your abdominals in tight here. Use that breath. Let's get 4 and 3. Here's 2. Last one. And let's just do an easy side step. And then we are going to step center. And we're going to keep the board center. We're going to go into our calf raises. Just a light touch on those poles. Come all the way up in the balls of those feet. Get deep into those calf muscles here. I'm doing a very sufficient warm-up before we launch into our strength exercises and our balance exercise drills, right? Got to prepare the body properly for 8, 7, and 6, 5. What's the matter, Barney? 4. He's kind of shaking. I think he's still cold from his rainy walk this morning. Okay, now hold it at the top. Hold. If you're feeling stable and you want to take one hand off, that's great. And if that feels good, go ahead for the first balance move. Breathing, engage your core. How are you doing? Are you maintaining? Then drop those heels, hands on the poles, and let's just do alternating knee lifts for a nice release here. Relax the shoulders down. We're just going to do 2 more here. So here's 1 and 2. Now repeat. Lift, tap, lift, tap. Two more. Hold it at the top. Drop it down, lift, tap. Two more times. Hold it at the top. And release. Switch. 1, tap, 2, tap, 3. Now hold it at the top. Extend. Keep the board center. Keep that standing leg bent. Exhale out. Really squeezing into those quadriceps, but we are working that standing leg. I know you're feeling that, right? But use your breath. Use the power of that breath. Here we go for 4. Place it. One more time. Hold it. Bring it in. Step down. Lift the other leg. Tap. Lift. Now hold it up. Here we go. Extend. Squeezing into your quadriceps. Trying your best to keep that board center. Working that proprioception connection now. Focus, pick that focal point. Think about the pressure points in that standing foot. Place. 2 more times. Now hold it. Bring it in and release. Alternating lifts. How you doing? You feeling pretty good? Let's get 4, lift, 3, 2, and 1. Good, now stabilize. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna step onto the red activator ball and we're gonna do a rear leg lift with the opposite leg. So it's gonna go like this. Step up, lift, down, and down. And then we're gonna alternate. Step, lift, down, and down. Now, the challenge if you choose to accept it, is finding that center. So we really have to work that inner focus now. You can see I'm struggling, so I'm going to shut up for a second and focus. Take your time with this. What helps is when you put your foot on the ball, lean into it, find your center before you lift. Step up, press forward, then lift. This is definitely going to challenge you. I'm doing the best I can. But it's a straight leg lift here. Strong, straight leg lift. Because, you know, in life, most of the time we're off balance, right? So what this board does, which is so fantastic, is it really improves your reaction time. I mean, that's one of the many benefits of working on your balance and agility, right? So if you were to stumble, your reaction time is going to be so much quicker. And you're going to have the strength to jump right back into proper position, right? Or prevent those nasty falls. And that's what this is all about. Giving you a better quality of life, more confidence, right? Okay, let's just do one more on each side. I'm wondering how you're doing with this. I'm certainly not perfect. Then release and open your feet a little wider. Now let's just side step it. Just release it out a little bit. It was definitely a challenge. It was tricky. So let me know if that was a challenge for you as well. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go into that shift and lift. Further warming up now our outer thighs, that leg abductor. Being very thorough here with your lower body workout. Keep your abdominals in tight. Lead with the heel of that foot. Slight knee bend in center. Use your breath. Hit center before you lift out of it. Push your hips back slightly center. And if you want to put your hands on the poles, go for it. That's what they're there for, right? And we're going to do 2 more of these, and then we're going to do our repeaters. Last one here, alternating. And now let's go into repeaters. Keep the board center. Drop the shoulders. Keep the foot parallel to the floor. Ground that standing foot. Use your breath. You got it? 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch. Stabilize first. Here we go. Lift. All those stabilizers, they're working. Strong foundation here for 4, 3, 2, last one, hold, release, step side to side. I really felt that one. Oh, just release it out. Feels good, doesn't it? Just a nice step touch. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, step it out. Before we turn the board around, we're gonna also now hit the inner thighs. So bring your legs wide apart, toes out, board center. Look down, make sure those knees are in alignment with your toes. Keep nice and tall, vertical drop. Press. And as you come up, push those heels into the floor and then squeeze up into your tush at the top. Press, push, squeeze. Press, push, squeeze it. You feeling good about this? Are you in proper alignment? Make sure you keep your chest up, your abdominals in, and breathe. You can only come to here, that's great. You're listening to your own body, never forcing anything, remember? Press, push, squeeze the tush. And let's get 4, 3, 2, and 1, and now we are going to hold it at the bottom and just breathe. If you want to take one arm off, if you feel good, to take the other, breathing deeply. Really building a solid foundation, building that strength and endurance in your muscles. Push those heels into the floor, squeeze up, then step it back, and let's go into our toe touches and release it on out. How did you do? Pretty good? Let's get 4, 3, and 2. Last one. And then just a nice little walk in place. We're going to turn the board around, and then I do want you to get a good solid drink of water, right? It's really humid here because of all the rain. I'm not used to that sensation in Denver. Okay. We are halfway through. How about that? Okay, what we're going to do now is step up at a diagonal with the knee up, and we're going to alternate. Okay, so it's going to go step, lift, down, down, step, lift, down, down. Take your time. This takes coordination as well. Place, lift. Place, lift. Keep your back nice and straight. Use your breath. Let's get 4 more of these. And last time. Now we're going to step up and we're going to go into repeaters. So step, lift, tap, lift, tap. For 4, 3, 2, hold it at the top. Now I do want you to go into a one-leg balance here. Engage your core, pick that focal point, thinking about the pressure points in your feet, because you're not always going to be center, to do a one leg balance. Sometimes you're going to be off center. So we're breathing deeply. Keeping that standing leg slightly bent. And then step down and drop the board. We're going to switch. Step up, hold. When you feel confident, go into your one leg balance. Are you with me? And then step down and opposite knee lift. How did you do? I felt pretty strong with those balance drills. Lift. Really working those hip flexors today, aren't we? For 4 and 3 and 2. Last one here. Good, and just walk it out. Okay, we are going to go into our first squat for today. So first drop the board. Step up behind 2 and 2. Rock side to side. And when you're ready, let's find that center. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down, hit the squat for 2 counts, and then we're going to come back up. Okay, we're going to do that 8 times. So squat, 1, 2, and up. Squat, 2, 2, and up. Squat, 2, 2, and up. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, one more here. Good, and rock side to side. How did you do with that? Pretty good? Okay, now we're gonna go into our uneven stance. Always more of a challenge, as you know. So we're gonna keep that right foot behind the 2. We're gonna bring the left foot, behind the 1. So first drop the board. Left foot behind the 1. Think about those pressure points. Feel comfortable in that stance, right? And then just first shift the weight back and forth. Where do you feel most of your weight? When you go to the left, you should be feeling it all in that outside mostly of that left foot. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hold that center. So really engage that core. So most of the weight is in that left foot. The right one's just kind of hanging out, right? So we're really working that standing leg. So in essence, we're going to be doing a one-legged squat. So just do the best you can here. Push your hips back. And are you ready? And just push your hips back slightly, then come right back up. Look, I'm just on the ball of the other foot, on the other leg, I mean, because it helps me distribute my weight better. Press. If this is too hard, please just go into your regular squats or just do your partial squat, whatever feels right, okay? Let's just do 2 more here. It's challenging. And then hold it at the bottom. Hold, find that center, drop those shoulders, and then pull it up, squeeze the tush, then walk the right foot behind the 1. and the left behind the 2. Shift side to side, press, press. I want you to feel really comfortable with this before you find that center. So I'm putting all my focus on that standing leg, right? Picking that focal point. Really engaging your core. And if you feel good, push your hips back. And then press into your squat. Push those hips back. You know, this is such a challenging exercise because I'm really just working everything to try to maintain that center balance. This is definitely a form of meditation here. Okay, let's just get 3 more. Press and up. 2, squeeze up. 3 and up. Woo! Then open your feet to 2 and 2. And then just release, release. Do a nice little leg curl, or you can tap your calf muscles. Whatever you prefer, just release those legs out. How are you doing? Let's get 4, 3, and 2. Last one here, and then side step on the board. Step, side, step, side. Relax your grip. Okay, let's get 4 and 3. Here's 2 and 1. Good, drop that board, step together, step down and down. Okay, get a quick drink of water before we go into our next exercise, which is going to be sideways on the board. See how you're doing? Hi, Judy. Are you doing the workout? Hi, Dan. Aw. Happy Memorial Day. I hope everything's okay in your world. You know, like I said, it's a rainy kind of yucky day here, so I'm so happy to be doing this class. So now we're gonna go sideways on the board. So first drop it, right? Step up onto that red line. Then grab that front pole. Then step center. And rock forward and back. So you're really thinking about pushing into the ball of the foot and the heel of the foot. But make sure you feel really stable here. And when you do, we can go into that rocking horse, but you don't have to. You can continue with this move. But if you want to, lift the knee, curl the back leg, lift the knee, curl the back leg. Only if you're feeling confident. As always, you're picking a focal point, thinking about that placement. Lift, curl, lift. Use your breath. And we're just going to do 2 more. And then we are going to hold that center balance, okay? So here we go. Plant. And, you know, I have to move my feet around a little bit before I go into my center balance. But I am still thinking about pushing my weight into my feet as I distribute the weight evenly. Pulling my tummy in tight, using my breath. Are you able to find your center balance here? How are you doing? I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm going to find it again. And then drop the board forward, step forward. Now staying here, we're just gonna kick. We're gonna kick it out with a straight leg. This is a nice release. Keep the standing leg bent. And we're just gonna do 4 more. Stay tall. Last one here. Now we're gonna do a straight leg lift. So point the toes, standing leg stays bent. Lift and lower. So this exercise is still really strengthening those quadriceps, which in turn stabilizes your knee. Think nice and tall, chest lifted, abdominals pulled in tight. Use your breath. Strong leg lift for 4, 3, and 2. Last one here, and release. Then step down, and we're gonna switch. Okay, so step up, excuse me, on that red line. Grab the front pole, step forward, and then rock forward and back. Try your best not to lift that back heel off the board. But you know what, if it comes up, don't worry about it, but just think about pressing the heel into the board. And then again, when you're feeling confident, you can lift that front knee, curl that back leg, lift, curl. Are you with me on this? Use your breath. And we're just going to do 2 more, and then we're going to hold that center, okay? So here we go. Engage your core. Pick that focal point. And actually, if you want to hold the other arm out like this, it helps to help counterbalance, but do think about those pressure points in your feet. Focusing on your breath. Working the proprioception connection. Dan, we have to come up with a song called the proprioception connection. Breathing deeply. Relax your shoulders. Try your best not to tense up. It also helps to tighten your glutes a little bit. You got that? I feel pretty strong on this side. Then drop, bring your feet together, and then you're just gonna kick it out. Strong leg kick. Four more here. And now we're going to do those straight leg lifts. Nice and tall. Here we go. Exhale up. Point the toe. It doesn't matter how high that leg comes up at all. So don't worry about that. Two more times. And hold it at the top. Release, step side, step down, and then just step it out a little bit. If you need to get another drink of water, I do. I'm always parched. Okay, now feet wide apart. And we're gonna work those inner thighs. First, press side to side. And again, look down. Make sure your knee is in alignment with your toes. Press, press. Take your time here and listen to your body. If you feel any pain in your knees, You know, you can just step side to side. You can do your 45-degree leg kick, still focusing on that inner thigh like I do sometimes in my class. There's always a modifier, so you let me know, okay? Press it. Then hold to the side, hold. Just take a couple of breaths here. Visualize the inner thighs. Send that breath deep into the inner thighs, and then as you exhale, try to come a little deeper if that feels okay. The inner thigh is a much weaker muscle group, so we have to pay special attention, right? Then bring it up and switch. First press into it, and then send that breath into your inner thigh. Here we go. And then very slowly bringing it up, and again, just side to side. Press, press. And we're just going to do a couple more, and then we are going to hit center. So here we go. Hit center. Get the board center. Oh, mine popped out. Okay, here we go. Plie. Remember, you can just do a partial plie like this. Or you can come all the way down if you don't have any pain in your knees. Press, push, squeeze, press. Push those heels into the floor to get your body weight up. Squeeze up into the glutes at the top. You got it? 4, squeeze up. 3, and 2, and last one here, and now we are going to hold it down. Hold. And if you feel really good and you want to come up on the balls of your feet, you do not have to. This is advanced, and even more advanced, you can take your hands off. But you can always put those heels back down. Just send the breath into those inner thighs, breathing deeply here. Woo, and then squeeze up. Boy, oh boy, let's go into our toe touches for a nice release. Really felt that. Just work it out a little bit. You can also just march in place. Just anything that feels good for you to release those muscles. I like the toe touches after I've worked my inner thighs because it's a direct release for the inner thigh, right? For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good, now we are just gonna march it out a little bit. I think we have time for one more strength move. Are you guys with me? Let's do it. I'm gonna grip one more drink of water. And we're gonna do a narrow squat. And we're gonna add a side leg lift, if you want, okay? So first, drop the board. Step up behind 1, and then 1. And first, just shift side to side. Are you with me so far? Let me know how you did today, okay? Where are you progressing? Where are you still challenged? Let me know. Okay, then when you're ready, here we go. Let's find that center. Breathing deeply. And if you're feeling pretty stable, then push your hips back and then go into your squat. You can do a partial or a full here. But think about those pressure points in your feet. Evenly distribute your weight. Keep the chest lifted. Squeeze up into your glutes at the top. Here we go. 4 and 3. Are you able to maintain center? I'm not. I'm trying. Okay, 1 more. Good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a side leg lift. So you can watch me first. Excuse me. So you're going to come down, and as you come up, you're going to lift. Then hit center. Squat. Then you're going to lift. Now when you lift that side leg, the board does come down to the floor. Hit the squat. And then lift. This takes a lot of inner focus because you want to hit that center first, then drop the board and lift to the side. Hit the center, then drop the board and lift. If you want to just do the squats, that's completely okay. If you prefer just to do the side leg lifts, that's okay too. This is your workout. This is your journey. Okay? We're really working those proprioceptors here because I have to focus like crazy to hit the center. Then drop the board and lift. Hit center. Drop. Lift. How are you doing with this? This is a challenge for on Monday, Memorial Day. But you know I like to challenge. You know that, right? One more, each side. Hit that squat center. Drop the board, lift. Hit it. Drop the board, lift. Now look, just continue to go into your alternating side leg lifts, knees soft, lead with the heel of that foot. Pretty thorough lower body workout today, wouldn't you say? Let's get 4 and lift. 3, focusing in on that outer thigh. Here's 2. And last 1. Whew, and just sidestep it on the board. Tap it out if you like. Just release it. We're going to start winding it down because I want to do a thorough stretch today, just like I did a thorough warm-up. When we're isolating just the lower body, it's very important. It's super important. Okay? I don't want you to feel any pain in your joints. Here we go. 4 and 3. Here's 2 and 1. Drop that board, then step it down and down. Open the knees and just go into some easy leg curls here. So really place that foot solid before you curl the leg. And I want you to slow it way down because we're just starting to cool things down a little bit. But do use your breath. And just a couple more here. And good. Now we are going to go into our hamstring stretch. So drop that board. Place your heel on top, toe up. Push your hips back. And just go to the point where you feel a stretch. Then fill those lungs with your breath in. Visualize the breath traveling into your hamstrings. This is where that mindfulness comes in. I want you to really take a long, healing breath in through the nose, holding the breath, And then exhaling slowly through the mouth as you ease into that stretch. And one more breath. And then slowly bring it up. And we're going to switch to the other side. Push those hips back. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last time. And then slowly ease up out of that stretch. And let's stretch out our calf muscles, bring the toes up on the board, heel down, and just press your body weight forward. It doesn't take much to feel that stretch, does it? But it's all about visualization here. So you're really connecting the mind and the body, right? So are you visualizing the breath traveling into those tight calf muscles? And when you exhale, are you visualizing releasing the tension, letting all that stiffness leave your body? And make sure to keep a soft face and to keep your jaw dropped open slightly so you're not holding any tension in your face. And then release out of that and switch. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And last time here. And then release. Okay, now we're going to go into our low back stretch. So step all the way back, hinge forward from the waist, looking at that red activator ball. And really visualize now the breath traveling from your low back all the way up to your shoulders, to your upper back. And then very slowly coming on up. And now what we're going to do, you can have your chair handy if you need it, is we're going to open up the hip flexors and that outer thigh. So we're just going to cross the leg over and then open it up to the side. Cross and open. Drop your shoulders. And we're just going to do 2 more of these. Gets into the IT band as well. and then back to the center. And now before we switch, we're going to stretch it. So you can use the poles or you can use the back of the chair, whichever feels good for you. You're going to place that foot on your thigh if you can. And then you're just going to push your hips back and sit into this hip and glute stretch. Now, if this is too intense, just sit at the edge of the chair and cross this leg over like I do at the end of all my workouts. But if you're able to hold it here, make sure you keep your chest lifted and focus on that healing, slow count breath. Really empty the lungs completely before you take that next breath in, okay? And then slowly standing up, release that leg. Okay, now we're gonna switch. So first, cross the leg over and open it up to the side. Cross and open. How are you doing with this? Okay, we're doing 2 more. And last one. Good, now let's stretch that one out. So we're inhaling and exhaling, sitting into that stretch. It doesn't take much. Boy, that is tight. And then release out of that. Just kick it out a little bit. And we're going to go into our quadriceps stretch. So bring that knee up. If you can, grab your ankle. Press those knees together and press the hips forward. Are you able to do this stretch okay? You can do the same stretch if you want to lie on your side on a mat or a carpet, or you can lay on your stomach. You can do the same exact stretch for your quadriceps. If this is too challenging for you, and then slowly release, and let's switch. Press those hips forward. It's a great way to start your Memorial Day, isn't it? Feeling energized, feeling strong, making that mind, body, spirit connection as we say goodbye to the month of May. And then release. And again, just kick it out and just place your hands right here. And we're just going to do a very slight arch looking up and then release. Slightly arch, lift your chest, look up to the ceiling and release. Again, arch, look up and release. One more of those. And release. And now for a last stretch, interlock your fingers, feet together. Tuck that pelvis under. Big inhale, elongate your spine. And exhale down. Good job, everybody. Let me know how you did. I hope you all have a safe and wonderful Memorial Day. Diane, okay. Well, just let me know when you do the workout and how you do, and if you have any questions. Oh my goodness, Betsy, you know what? It's all good. I'm just glad that we figured it out. You know, that's the main thing. Oh gosh, I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that kind of stuff, you know? What are you gonna do? Oh, good, Duresha. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Yay, yay, yay. I will post the picture of Barney in his rain gear. It's just too much. Well, have a wonderful day, and I will look forward to seeing you on Friday. Make sure you tune into Dan's Brain Body Connection tomorrow. His class is crucial and super important, especially if you're just starting on the board. And then Wednesday is Kathy's Wellness Wednesday, and she's absolutely amazing. And then if you want a more intermediate advanced workout, Dan's got all the moves on Thursday, and then I will be back Friday for my full body, half on the board, half off the board workout. So be well, much love, have a fantastic day, a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.